Janelle asks me about the property all the time, but I don't trust her anymore, and so I don't give her any information.
I mean, is that fair though? Shouldn't he be given information?
And I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever, because I'm tired of disclosing
stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that. If I really want to store neighbors with them.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I would be great being neighbors with Janelle or Meri or even Christine.
I'll never understand Robyn. Never understand Robyn. I mean, I get it. Loyalty is what she's all about. Very big on it. But hey, okay.
To be honest,
That I would ever build on the property. I mean, separation from KODY and from the family, and it doesn't make sense that I would end up building out there.
One of the rare occasions Meri's speaking some valuable points.
builds on KODY Pass, and I got to decide if I'm going to be neighbors with somebody who pretty much just said, I'm done with you.
So with me leaving or trying to go somewhere and do something different, I want my value of the property, and I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house. I've watched him add enough, like he keeps buying assets that he sits on. At how nice her backyard was, it was completely finished, and there was always like stuff at her house, and I'm like, wow. Huh.
It's odd, isn't it? Because do you know what? Let me let what Robyn says here. Yeah.
KODY not so great with money. When I was young, I had hard knocks. And then I learned during my divorce really how to budget myself. You just must have had a different priority of where your money was going to go.
So from my understanding here, Robyn is basically saying that these are the wives are complaining about money, or at least Janelle, shall I say, or whatever. But that's because they don't have, they never had their priorities in the right place, or Janelle never had her priorities in the right place. Because Janelle was talking about the fact that, you know, with Robyn at her house, her garden will always be immaculate, among other things. But there's also the part where obviously KODY keeps buying assets. Now, I don't know if he's doing that whole asset thing. I'm not too sure the reasons behind it. But somebody said on Patreon that KODY and what's her name? KODY and Robyn have basically been holding Janelle hostage with the property. Not too sure how, because honestly, this stuff here isn't really my area of expertise. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one.
It would devastate me. I don't know how to let this all go, and I have not let go of Janelle.
KODY can still fix his relationships with his children.
I'm so angry about how I've been treated that I haven't gotten past that. I'm going to take blame for things that my wife or ex-wife is sitting there telling them that I did.
Listen, I've said it before, I said it again. You know, even if the wives were saying certain things about you to your kids, which maybe they are or maybe they're not, you're still not making the efforts that's required to even convince those kids that maybe what they're being told is incorrect. Kids are only going to react to you based on how you treat them. The effort that you give them is exactly how they're going to behave.
So I think I'm going to have to lawyer up, I think, because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him to do. I don't know what else to do.
So I think this is obviously the whole thing about the whole hostage thing. Because the fact that she's now talking about lawyering up, it says a lot. But it's sad, isn't it? But, well,
I don't know what else to do. Part of it is I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on KODY's property. Like, we're not legally married. So this is what frustrates me. Christine comes into town and she starts grilling me and expects my breakup to look just like hers and to cross off all these boxes that hurt about Janelle.
And this is why I was saying, for me personally, unpopular opinion, but I've never been a fan of Christine, never will be a fan of Christine. I just think she's sly or whatever. But either way, though, as you saw there, Janelle's even saying that, hey, Christine needs to stop pushing me, you know, because our breakups are not the same. Our relations were not the same, you know. And in my opinion, personally, I think Christine low-key is trying to do what she can to ruin KODY's world. You know, whether he deserves it or not, that's another conversation. But the fact that some people think that Christine's a saint blows my mind.
Saying that there was no communication, nothing was clear. You did the same exact thing to me.
It was done so badly that we're not going to reconcile no matter what. And so however we were made accountable to God, I don't want to be accountable to this church and all. I'm going to let Meri go and do her thing, or just to go away. It just took forever for her to finally realize.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, it actually bothers me that Meri's still part of the show. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of annoying that the show still exists, because 19 seasons in, and like, look where the family's at compared to where they were when they first began. But either way, though, the fact that Meri's still here, I mean, obviously, I know she has to be here, you know, contracts, all that kind of stuff. She's a part of the family, all that stuff. But each time she comes on screen, I'm just like, why are you here again? And let's be real, Meri's always been the forgotten wife, and that's for a reason. She's just here just to have fillers. You can tell in all of her scenes, all of her scenes are somewhere away from everybody else, which obviously I know because she lives but it kind of tells you how discontinued she is from everyone. There's all these breakups going on, but you've still got KODY and ROBYN together, Janelle and Christine still together, and then you got Meri just... You see what I'm saying?
The thing in plural marriage that is very funny about divorcing is has no choice after he's already married in plural marriage. If he wants to stay faithful and in the faith, he cannot request.
But that's crazy though, obviously, that the man cannot divorce the women. But I guess this is why the man obviously has to be wise about the women that he's picking. But also on top of that, this is why the man probably has to work even harder to make sure that he can keep all the women satisfied. But I guess if he's not happy anymore, I guess the only thing that he can do is maybe try and push them away. Which maybe is what KODY was doing this whole time. Just pushing them away slowly. Well, with Meri, we know he was doing that. Let's keep it at a buck. And he even told her, but she wasn't listening. She was ignoring.
When I was with her, she wasn't nice. She wasn't fun. She wasn't kind. She wasn't interesting. Christine, Janelle, and Meri all chose to have me leave the home. And I'm not playing the victim card.
KODY to play the victim card? Hell no.
The way that it was. And I'm not playing the victim card. It's the way that it was. And they're ever going to leave them, no matter how much I didn't love them.
I mean, at least he admits, you know, obviously he's, you know, that he didn't love them or whatever.
And maybe I made choices that separated us, but they eventually moved on. The thing that ROBYN brought to this family was loyalty. We chose the road we've been on. It's not about blame. It's about choice.
Being told.
Honestly, that is the most mature thing I've ever heard, I think, on this show, period. It's not about blame, it's about choice. The wives chose to either stay or to leave. KODY chose to behave the way he's behaving, and that's just that. Honestly, that was the most mature thing I've ever heard him say. He also goes and he says, well, the choice has been made now, so the main thing is that everybody walks away and everyone finds the happiness. Whether or not he means that or not, who knows? But hey, ho, let's get into it. Just the last little stretch here with the daughters.
It's about choice.
Being told directly. I have been told directly that I was not accepted, that I was not their sister, that they didn't consider or see me that way.
So, you know, we've got the situation where ROBYN's daughters are saying that, you know, they never felt accepted by the other kids from the other mothers. I mean, that's always been an ongoing battle, to be fair, you know, and it is sad that there is an ongoing battle with even with the kids. And they're obviously feeling the way they're feeling amongst each other. So I think it's one thing for some of the kids to not want to be cordial with KODY, because KODY is KODY, but it's definitely never okay for KODY just to allow it to happen. But then for the kids to also have a division between them, which, listen, I mean, but to be fair, let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic here, right? Let's say, for example, like their family is big enough to fit a whole class of kids. So, you know, let's be real. When we was in school and we was in our class with 30 kids, including us, whatever, we wasn't friends with everybody. We didn't get along with everybody in the classroom. We didn't talk to everybody in the classroom. We had some people that we liked and some people that we didn't like, and some people we just didn't even notice. And to be fair, even though it's a family situation here, we are in a situation where you got a bunch of kids, all at different age ranges, which is going to separate them anyway when it comes to them being at different ages. Coming from different mums, all that kind of stuff, probably getting different treatment from their dad, it probably would have been unrealistic to hope that all the kids would have been cordial. I reckon a division between some of the kids would have happened at some point, because kids are kids, you know. But I think for it to still be happening at the age they're at now, obviously it is sad, because obviously the older they get, of course they will start to, you know, grow to become more independent, but also at the same time they also would grow to understand family, you know, the importance of that, given the fact that there is something there that can be worked on. But the sad thing is, it kind of feels like as if that's something that was there to be worked on wasn't really ever there for whatever reasons. But to be fair though, I think it's Christine who made the point or something of saying that, but sometimes some of the kids used to always come and stay with us anyway. And, you know, but it's crazy because McKelway seems to be the only one that I'm always hearing that's actually cordial with everyone, to be honest with you, which is wild. So yeah, so that tells you a lot, that there's only one out of God knows how many. But nonetheless though, let me know your thoughts and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.